Back on Midday, she's the president of the Women Tech Council. This is our Tech Innovator Series. Today we're talking about getting that business, that hopefully multi-million-dollar business idea off the ground. How do you get started?
That's right. So one of the most important things are the people around you. It really is true that people really determine your success. It's very rare that one person leads to success by themselves. So figuring out how you have great people around you and how to leverage them is really important.
So do you have to figure out what qualities you need in those people depending on what qualities you have yourself?
That's right. So there's a couple of buckets that we think about. First of all, I'll call them hard skills. What are those just skills you need to go to market? Am I really good at marketing? I need a product person. I need a finance person. You know, what is it that we need inside of there? Whatever those kind of things are, we kind of build teams around those, right? We know how to do that. But one of the really big questions is, what are those soft skills that we need to build teams around?
I think it's hard to know that about yourself. Like, it's hard to sit down and know exactly what qualities you have and what you need, so you take a test.
That's right. Exactly. And in this case, we decided to use the Strength Finders test to be able to figure out what our skills are, which I would call soft skills. Like, what are the things we're just innately good at? So we had you take this test.
So it took me about 30 minutes. I took this test last week, and you're just picking things that pinpoint your personality.
That's right. So Gallup developed this. It's one of my favorite ones because I really like thinking about what are you good at.
I agree.
And building a team around that. So we had you take it, and if we look here, these are your top 5.
Okay.
So you've got positivity and woo, communication, empathy, and achiever.
So what does woo mean?
So woo, this is the ability to get all of those people around you all excited and headed in the same direction.
So now I'm peeking, you have different, I mean, we have some purple the same and some yellow, but we're not exactly the same, Sydney.
Exactly. So if we were building a team together, we would say, hey, Nisha, what are you really good at? And then we would start to think about roles. So when I think about yours, like positivity, woo, communication, God, if we were creating a team, we'd want you in a role where you're talking with all of our customers or you're working with business development, because you're going to be really good at helping them see our vision and becoming partners with us.
This is such good information for you to know. I have no red on my line at all. What am I lacking? What does that mean?
It doesn't mean you're lacking. It just means that you're really great at those things. So let's put you in positions where we can really leverage those.
Okay, so this is your friend Sarah, and she does have the red, and you have it, so strategic, futuristic, future planning.
That's right, and strategic is really, can I look at everything that's going on and figure out the strategy to go there? One of the ones that I really bonded with was the arranger. And the arranger is this ability to see all the complexity before you and figure out how to distill and then execute based on that.
Really? So you would love that person on your team.
That's right. So then the question
here
is, how do we take a team and then how do we actually make them collaborate together? Because team performance, even with the individuals, is really critical. This is an example of a team here that when they started, they were all in yellow, which is just an average performing team. So we want to figure out how to get teams to high performing. One of the questions that was asked this team was they said that when they're in team meetings, no one discusses the tough issues. And so this was creating this concern around conflict, that they weren't resolving those hard problems.
So many of us have that.
That's right. And until we bring that to the table, the only way we get to high-performing teams are understanding the things that are limiting the teams. So once we understand the strengths, we got to go figure out those elements that are stopping our team from executing, identify them, and then work to improve them. And it only happens through communication.
I love the visual of that, though, because this you can understand. I mean, look, when it comes to accountability, it's not high with the team. It's only medium. Right. How can we work on that?
And what are those questions that led us there? In this case, we're showing you the 5 dysfunctions of a team model. And that's what was used here, and that's exactly right. If I know we're low on accountability and I know what questions we're struggling with, then we're going to go build a plan to address those. And without the data, you can't change team performance.
All right, if someone's out there saying, I want to do this myself, where can they find Strength Finder?
So Strength Finder, you can actually find both those books on Amazon.
On Amazon?
On Amazon, and the Strength Finders comes with the code, so you can actually take the test. I've had almost all my teams take those, because I want to know what people are really good at, so I'm leveraging and helping them when I build teams out.
And putting them in that right position for them, and also for you to build that better team. Go to our website, everybody, womentechcouncil.org, and we can link you to all of that information if you just head to our website there on Midday. This is fascinating. I love that you had me take that test.
We love that you took it.
Can I develop some more of these?
You can. So if there's something you're really interested in, you can focus on those and develop them.
You were my team player for grabbing this when it fell too, so thank you. We're a great team. Sydney, we'll be right back with weather on Midday.